So we've spent a good portion of the summer and up into this point in the fall talking about the importance of capturing every kernel when we get to harvest time. And we spent a lot of time talking about the yield saver technology that could help us do that capturing of the kernels. But the fact of the matter is that when we get out to the field this year, we didn't know what we were going to have for moisture on our corn. And I think we found it to be drier than what we were expecting. So that means we have a wider window this harvest to utilize the technology and get more return on our investment from the yield saver technology. But at the end of the day, what we talk about when we talk about yield saver is a little bit irrelevant, because at the end of the day, it matters what your corn head is, what your hybrids are, and what your moisture is on your farm when we get down to evaluating the performance of these yield savers. So today I want to spend some time showing you how to analyze yield savers on your farm to see if they offer you the return on investment that we've talked about this year. Hi, I'm Keith Byerly, Precision Ag Manager at Central Valley Ag, and this is your precision focus that corresponds with my article on the CVA blog site. So we're out here today on a farm in Madison County doing some yield checks with our yield saver technology. What we've done is we've taken 2 rows on our combine on the outside left and put yield savers on those rows, and the rest of the rows have our traditional gathering chains here on our New Holland. So what we're doing today is we're going to count the kernels between our yield saver rows and count the kernels between our next 2 conventional gathering chains and see what we come up with for a yield difference. So behind me, Chris is marking out every kernel he finds. The orange flags designate kernels that are found on yield saver rows. The green and white flags designate kernels that were found on traditional gathering chain rolls. And then we have 1 red flag out there for a small nub and ear that fell through the deck plates. The idea behind the yield saver is that they provide bristles where those gathering chains were, and those bristles do 2 things. First of all, they cushion the fall of those ears so that they don't slap the deck plates and cause shelling. And secondly, if we do get some shelling, they provide a cover over those gaps to get the kernels into the combine. So what we're going to do here is we're going to look and we're going to count kernels. If we take a 1 foot by 1 foot square, every 2 kernels that we find in that gap equals a bushel. So we need to see a difference in 4 kernels per square foot to pay for the difference in yield savers. Now, here's my take home for you today. Don't get wrapped up on that 4 kernels a square foot number. Conditions change with your operation. If you're a corn on corn farmer, the difference between 1 or 2 or even 3 kernels a square foot when it comes to volunteer corn next season can make a financial difference for your next year in controlling that volunteer corn. So that's why I want to show you today how to analyze these yield savers and how to make sure that they're going to provide fiscal performance for your farm. So if you have questions about yield savers, contact your ACS equipment technician. If you want to demo them, let us know and we'll get a couple of rows out there for you for a day and let you try them. And then you can do what we're doing here today and see how they perform for you and your farm.